Good morning, punks. Actually, it won't be morning by the time that you see this, but it's morning for me because I just woke up, but it's probably already afternoon or evening for you. Hello, welcome, hi. Today's Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. I did not get to do a Throwback Thursday. So today's episode of the daily vlog will be a FAQ Friday and a Throwback Thursday. That's how we're going to do this. And I've got some questions here. I also wanted to tell you about some things that I got right here. Take a look. First up, we have brand new headphones. I needed these, and I needed to get these a couple months ago, but I got them now. These are professional monitoring headphones, which means there's noise canceling, kind of. They block out the sound, and they also keep the sound in, so you don't get leaking. Yes, that's a gross word, leaking. Just got those in from Amazon, and then I got this. I told you about this earlier. This is a pedal for my keyboard, so I can have sustain. Can you hear the sustain on it? Yeah, it's like you could like play it and then go eat a sandwich and then come back and it still be ringing, you know? Means it holds down the sound and lets the sound continue ringing more. So like a piano pedal on a normal piano, but this is on a keyboard. There's my keyboard over there. Say hello, keyboard. Hi, keyboard. That's my keyboard's voice, apparently. I don't know. And yes, okay, so I wanted to show you those two things, and then I wanted to get into this stuff. I literally came home from the YouTube class, and then immediately got onto the stream, and then after the stream, I just immediately fell asleep. So there was no chance for the vlog didn't even have a fighting chance. I was like, oh yeah, I need to make a vlog. Oh, I'll just talk about college. So, totally didn't happen. So I'm sorry, but that's cool. Alright, so here we go. Let's do this. We have a question, we have a couple questions, and then I'll tell you about college, okay? Okay. Or I don't know, the whole, like, getting into college thing. Okay, Sir Kent asks, what is your favorite game? I think we've talked about this before, but Secret of Mana, or Mana, depending on how you want to say it, is probably my favorite game of all time, although I really enjoy also Super Metroid. I'm a classic kind of person like that. Also Halo. So between those three, those are my jams. Also Zelda. I haven't figured out which Zelda I like. I just like the Zelda series so much right now. And I've actually only played a couple of the Zelda games, so I feel like a little bit like a poser because I haven't played all of them. I don't know all the intricate storylines of everything. I've read up on all of them, but I need to play them. You gotta walk the walk if you're gonna talk the talk. So that is one of my goals with my gaming channel. Is there gonna be more Far Cry? Yes, in fact, I have a Far Cry episode ready to upload. I just need to figure out when to upload it. And then I'm also going to be recording more Far Cry very soon. That's probably one of my top priorities because it's a friend's game that I'm borrowing, a copy of it, so I need to get it back to him. Favorite character? Favorite gaming character? I would say, I wrote down a couple of these. I tried to think about it. Master Chief, Spyro the Dragon, old school Spyro, Tony Hawk's, I guess these are also favorite games, maybe? Maybe these are my favorite games also. Oh, yeah, okay. I like jotted it down. I couldn't quite read what I was trying to say. Okay, what I was trying to say. My favorite games are Secret of Mana, Halo, Spyro the Dragon. Old school Spyro the Dragon was amazing. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, spent so many hours on that, figuring out all the gaps. For those of y'all who played like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 and 3, there are these gaps you could, like if you jumped across a ramp and landed on a random rail, like the game designers would have programmed it to be like an achievement, more or less. And you would unlock a new gap. And like if you got all the gaps in the entire game, then you got special stuff like no gravity version. You just like flew around in space the entire time. It was amazing. Metroid, Super Metroid was, and then Walking Dead was also probably the most emotional game that I've played on. I played in general, but it was on PC. Favorite character from a game? Probably the Walking Dead cast, I think. Except for Duck. Hated Duck. Feel bad hating a little kid, but he was so annoying. I don't know. Also, like, Master Chief is awesome. I don't know. They're just the most emotional. Okay, my arm's getting tired. I have to hold this out. I have to hold this up and hello, hi, how's it going? No, I'm gonna do it like this. Okay. Irini asked, did I get her Christmas card? Yes, I did, and we also did that. That was it. It's probably one of those questions where I talked about it before, but yeah. The mail thing is where we talked about the favorite game and favorite gamer stuff. So yes, Irini, I did get your Christmas card. Thank you very much for sending it. And you mentioned something about you're going to come through LA in June, so maybe we'll get to meet up then. Virtually, Aothingus asked, how do I do the double face cam for when I was doing it with Dead Space? I did that. Ken and I would send each other our videos. So he records his face cam separately and just sends that to me. However, I don't have he actually films it separately on a camera and then records the gameplay on his computer, and then later combines the two. I record it at once with a webcam on a computer, and it puts it into one file. But I tried doing it separately, but it was just too complicated, and we ended up dropping it all together. But that's how we did it. What do we use to record? I use PC to record. I use XSplit for both PC and consoles, and I use the AverMedia HD Game Broadcaster, like external plug-in kind of thing. It's like a piece of hardware you plug into your computer, and then you plug the Xbox or whatever into that to get my console gaming stuff onto the computer. And then I capture with XSplit. Legendary Halo Warrior asks, have I ever been in love? With who? Why? How do I handle people I don't like? Favorite film or cartoon? First kiss? Okay, a lot of questions in there. Have I ever been in love? Yes, I have. I'm in the midst of doing my Draw My Life video, and I talk about this in there, but I'll tell you guys because you're my hardcore supporters. I dated a girl in college for 2 years, and she was amazing, and definitely was in love with her. Still am. And we broke up because I was graduating, and she still had 2 years left at college, and I was the first guy that she had dated at college, her first real boyfriend even, and so, she needed to go date other people and see if, experience life. You can't know if you're truly happy until you have something to compare it to. So we ended up breaking up, which was really, really tough, because it wasn't like we were breaking up because of compatibility. It was because of a situation. And it's much harder to get over someone in that kind of a case. So, yes. So it was her. Her name is Nikki. And why was I in love with her? Because she's an amazing person, and we had very similar personalities and interests and that kind of stuff. How do I handle people I don't like? On the internet, I usually just ignore them, or I make a little comment that's goofy and funny and alleviates the situation. In real life, it's pretty much the same, I guess. I just try and... Because if there's someone's acting a certain way, there's usually reasons for it, as my psychology experience and life experience has shown me. If people are being mean, it's usually because they didn't get enough attention or haven't got enough attention recently, and they don't feel like they can share themselves with the world because they feel like they need to protect themselves, so they act that way. It's usually like the openly negative people, or there's a reason for it, and so I try not to get angry with them. I try to I almost feel bad for them a little bit, and I try and be nice to them because that's actually what they need. Maybe not what they want, but I don't know. Sometimes it's not that way. It's not always this kind of people bully because they didn't get enough love thing. Sometimes it's because they like the feeling of power. And that, it's a completely different situation. But then there's some people who are just too arrogant almost too like confident, and they're not self-aware, and they don't realize that their actions are like having adverse effects on people. And that's really hard because like and maybe in their mind they're just so confident, and like they just don't, they're carefree, and they don't realize stuff, how they're affecting other people, and that's harder. And usually I just try and limit because I'm very, very aware and very caring, and aware of other people's feelings, aware of my actions. So I just maybe try not to interact with them too much, because it's hard to give a specific example about this, but like how do you tell someone, I also like to communicate with people, just to communicate and get honesty out there. How do you tell someone, hey, it's like when someone thinks, it's maybe like when you go to a different culture or tradition, and like maybe you're uncomfortable in it because like they give hearty slaps on the back all the time, and like you're not used to that, and it hurts and it stings you. But like, how do you tell people not to do that? Like, because it might hurt their feelings or whatnot. So, this is just an awkward situation. So I try to. I'm not non-confrontational, but I try not to hurt other people's feelings. Is the thing. So I don't know. That's a lot of rambling right there. Favorite film or cartoon? Favorite film, we've already talked about this before: Dark Knight, Inception, Anchorman, Robin Williams Live on Broadway. Or cartoon. What was my favorite cartoon growing up? I watched Pinky and the Brain a lot. I watched Animaniacs a lot. I even got the Animaniacs game. Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory. Definitely the Batman cartoons. X-Men cartoons. Thundercats. Oh my god, Thundercats. So much nostalgia. Probably Lino. Lino's probably like a huge hero of mine. That's probably freaking obvious. First kiss. My first kiss was in 8th grade. I would have been 13, so it's over 10 years ago now. It's probably like 12 years ago or so. I was dating, it was around New Year's. So it was 2001, 2002 New Year's-ish. And I was like, okay, so in 7th grade I was in school in Texas. And then I moved to Utah. And it was only after that I moved, I had this big crush on a girl, and I told her, and she was like, I'm not interested. And so I was brokenhearted, whatever. And then I move, and then she decides that she does like me. Classic girl move. And then we like start going out, and she comes up to visit me for, her holiday break, Christmas break, New Year's time. And she stays with me and my family, and my mom thinks she's awesome. So that's why she was okay with her coming to stay with us. And we like go skiing, and then I think we're like watching a movie one of those nights, and the movie finishes, and like I try and like lean over and give her a kiss. And I kept trying to kiss her too on the slopes, like when we were sitting on the chairlift. I'd like kind of like try and like lean over and like maybe, but she like would like turn away from me and like change the subject. So I was like convinced that she didn't want to be kissed, and I was really sensitive to negative, to like rejection back then, to negative feedback. And so I would never try and go for it. And I was super shy and whatever else. And so finally I just like leaned over and like kissed her like after that movie. And it was just really awkward. I don't think we even kissed really much right after that. Maybe we kissed a little bit more. But it was super awkward, and I think I've just blacked it out because I don't remember, because it was so traumatic. But I do remember the leaning. It was in the basement. We just finished some movie, and I leaned over and kissed her. And that's about it. There was like no making out or anything that I recall, at least. Maybe so. Maybe I should talk to her and try and remember how it actually went down. But yeah, that was my first kiss. Smart Cookie 089 asks, what are 3 comfort items for feeling down or bad day? This is not how she asked the question. This is just how I wrote it down in my quick hand writing. What are 3 things that I do when I'm feeling down or having a bad day? Well, I go on Reddit, reddit.com, Reddit, because Reddit is full of cute pictures of furry animals, funny pictures to make you laugh or smile, and interesting news items around the world, and interesting people. And so it kind of takes your mind off things. And also, there's usually like some crazy, terrible thing that's happened in the world recently, and they will have an article about it, and makes you just puts things in perspective for you. So whether it's you need your mind just taken off it, or you need things put in perspective, Reddit is a great place to go. Plus, also just gives you information, and there's lots of cute pictures of dogs and cats and ferrets and otters and horses and awesome, cute things like that. So that's one of them. Another thing is ice cream, for sure. Anytime I'm really having a bad time, I just go get a bowl of ice cream and life gets better. Third thing is, what else? I play guitar. If I'm really, really down, I play guitar, because that helps channel my emotion out of me rather than keeping it inside. And so it kind of flushes it out. It can come out through my fingertips and songwriting, so that is a nice cleansing of emotion for me. Also, I wrote this down actually right here. Saturday Night Live is hilarious, especially their newer seasons. The past 2 seasons have been great. So I watch Saturday Night Live for a good laugh. Sleep. I sleep sometimes. Sometimes I get really down because I'm really tired and I can't handle whatever's going on. So I take a nap or I go to sleep at night or whatever. I also go out for food. I go get a sandwich and a smoothie. That is one of my favorite meals. I go get like a Jamba Juice smoothie, and I get a sandwich, a hot sandwich from like Schlotzsky's or Subway or Togo's or whatever kind of sandwich shop you have around you. And having that sandwich and smoothie just makes my tummy so happy. Also, the nicest place on the internet. It is a great site you should go to. It's nicest, the nicest? No, just nicest. Nicest place on the inter.net. And it's people giving hugs. So like the video, it's a continuous stream of video of people giving hugs. So it'll be like, video will start, and it'll be like, it's really, really cute. So if you ever feel like you need to cry, I just go to that place and my eyes just get all watery because it's so sentimental. It's so nice. People just giving you hugs. So that is where I go. That is what I do. That is what I do when I'm having a bad day. Ivyleaguepunk, I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not actually entirely sure, so if you want to correct me, please do. Asks, does my family watch my videos? The answer is maybe. My mom, sometimes, if I send it to her, she does. I think, like I said, I just woke up. I'm sorry. My mom maybe does. My grandfather sometimes does, I think. He's really proud of what I'm doing, so he is very supportive. Which is going to be interesting when my Draw My Life video comes out, because just kind of talks like my grandfather's amazing. My birth father is he left when I was 2 years old, and I've just never really connected with him. We see each other, but I don't feel a bond with him. So I don't want to hurt my grandfather's feelings, but I do talk honestly about it. So I don't know if he's going to see that or not, but we'll see. And I don't have much family, so I've got my stepdad, my mom, my grandfather, maybe my birth dad. I highly doubt that he watches anything. And that's like, I don't have any brothers or sisters. I don't have any cousins who know about my YouTube stuff. I have like some distant cousins. I've got some step siblings in Virginia, and some stepbrothers in Texas. I don't think either of them watch. I've got 2 stepbrothers in Texas and 2 stepsisters in Virginia. I don't think they watch my stuff. So, yeah, the answer is, like, not really. My mom, maybe. She's about the only person. Virtually Aothingus asks, again, what movies or films in background? What did I mean? Oh, okay. What movies or films am I in the background of? So I wrote down a short list. This is an incomplete list. This is not a full list. But in Glee, I'm in the background when they sing Teenage Dream, and in the song right before that too. It was a mashup between 2 songs. Maybe it was like a Bob Marley song, and then is One Love and something else, and I can't remember what the other song is. But I'm in the background of that. You can see me quite a few times in that. Teenage Dream, I only appear a couple times. I was part of the Warbler crew. NCIS LA, I'm on the Queen Mary episode. The Queen Mary is a ship. It's like the sister ship of the Titanic, kind of. I was in that episode. I actually went down to the Queen Mary. We were on the Queen Mary and actually made a couple friends from that experience. Cougar Town, I'm in the background a couple times. I don't know what episodes. CSI, I'm in a couple. I actually tried to find the episode of CSI just to watch it, and I could never figure out what episode it was. I don't even know. But it was we're in some dance club, some hot, sexy dance club, and some girl gets murdered there, and that's all I know. That's all I know. How old am I? I'm 25. How long have I lived in LA? I've lived in LA for about over 3 years now. 1, 2. I'm on my 3rd year. So 2.5 basically. What was my first video ever? My first video ever is a Fall Out Boy medley. You can find it on the Ivy League Punk channel, or you can probably just search Fall Out Boy medley and it'll probably come up. I had super long hair, and I had a guitar, and I sang really quietly. It was really weird. Okay, last question of this video. Amateur Millman, or last couple of questions. Amateur Millman asks, what is it like to get past 1,000 subs? To feel like you have like an actual YouTube stuff? When was the point when I thought, hey, I'm an actual YouTuber? Well, to get past 1,000 subs is exciting, but it's also there's a great quote from Will Smith and someone else too. I saw this other quote. Success is not a point you reach. It is not a goal. It is not an end point. It is not a destination. Success is doing it. It's like a being successful. It's a making. So for YouTubers, it's a making the video every week, every day, whatever. That is success. It is a state of being. You do not. It is not an end point. It is not the destination. It is the journey. So, getting 1,000 subs is awesome. I have 1,000 subs on all my channels now: music, gaming, vlogging, and comedy. But the real success, the challenge, is the doing it every day, every week. And that's the most difficult part too, is the keeping up with it. You know, doing a vlog every day. It's something that I'm not able to do yet right now. It is the making a video every week, which is something I'm not able to do right now. Right now I only have gaming under control, you know. And I need to be better. I need to make myself better than that. I'm starting to get up earlier, getting an earlier start on videos, going to bed earlier so I can get up earlier, making videos earlier in the day, like this right now. It's not even noon yet, and I'm getting this video done because I need to. So that's what it's like to get 1,000 subs, is to take it up to the next level. Push yourself harder. If you're looking to get more subscribers and more views, increase the quality of what you're doing, and try and make it a relationship with the people who are watching your videos. This is not, I mean, this is for yourself, but it's also mainly for the people who watch, because you're doing it for them. You know, like, I make these videos for you guys to help you either, you know, smile or establish a relationship with, I don't know, me, I guess. I really do it to entertain you, whether that's make you feel something or make you smile or make you laugh or whatever, you know. That's what I want to do, to be, etc., etc., etc. So so I need to keep improving what I do. I need to keep making it better for you, you know. So if for example, I think Amateur Millman does gaming stuff, or at least I know that he watches my gaming videos. Just keep increasing the quality. So whether it's camera quality or editing quality, let's say you can't afford a nice camera, you got one camera, well, maybe you can make it better editing, you know, better colors. If you're talking to the camera, you know, faster cuts, better writing. If you write sketches, you know, trying to always like have that critical eye. Be like, no, this isn't as funny as it could be. Let's go back and rework it. Or if it's a song, this part isn't making me feel something. I need to go back and rework it. So just keep improving. Having that knack of self-improvement, that habit of this is not quite good enough yet. And don't be disappointed. Like, I'm still not happy with how my stuff is. But I'm not disappointed. I'm very happy with where it is and where it's going. But I'm not satisfied yet. But I'm happy with it, but I'm not satisfied. So I'm always working on getting better with what I'm doing. So, there you go. There's the answer to that question. Man, it's already over 20 minutes. I can't talk about college now. I gotta upload. This video's gonna take 5 hours to upload. So, okay. Maybe tomorrow's video, since I probably won't have anything specific to talk about. Hopefully tomorrow we'll talk about college, okay? Alright, I'm gonna go make some breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet. I've just been working on emails for an hour, and now I did this, so I'm gonna go get some food, okay? Alright, thank you guys very much for watching. If you have questions, put them on this video, because I'm trying to keep these organized. So if you have questions for the next FAQ Friday, put them on this video, and I will try my best to answer them. I have to work sequentially. They will get added to the list. How's that? Okay. Thank you guys very much for watching. And I am TJ, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing the next 7 days. We'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? All right. Bye, guys.